Boys, welcome back to Madden 19. This is my franchise. This is my series. This is Road to Super Bowl 53. And this week, I am playing the Green Bay Packers. The second time playing them, I am gonna try to murder them. I'm gonna try. This is a divisional rivalry. And if you guys are wondering, boys, where's your face cam? I only tried it for Battlefield 1 to see if I liked the face cam or not. And it's a iffy for me, but oh well, let's get into this game. I don't want to train. Let's get straight into it and let's murder these people. Let's take the pack rats down. I know, I watched the Vikings yesterday. There's some disappointments in that game, some good moments in that game, but that don't matter. Vikings won. The Packers, I actually thought they were going to lose their game yesterday because of how they were playing. But I can't believe they came back. It surprised me when I found out that the Pack Rats came back to win that game.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, 14-year veteran Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers as they take on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Shit, Rodgers has been in the league 14 years? Damn.
Superbowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
I really didn't know that.
Time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club.
Hyping up the offensive line,
doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season.
Yeah, like
underway on EA Sports. This is feeling.
I can't wait for next week.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
I think it's a Sunday night game, but I can't. No. Wait, next Sunday I think it's going to be a 12 o'clock game. Vikings against the Packers at Lambeau Field. That is going to be nice.
Performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game.
I can't wait.
May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Let's get the first throw to my boy, Kyle Rudolph. He can start off the game right.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
No?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34.
Clement was open.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Nice little nifty play for
him. He was open. He gets the ball.
To read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody
Kirk Cousins can scramble if he wants to.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were
I know they're covering Rudolph real good this game.
Blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn.
Come on, don't let Cousins freaking run the ball. Try to stop me. Come on, fucking Pack Rats.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked it.
Too much that time as Cousins goes down.
All right, where's my old line?
Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Where was my
After the
offensive
sack,
line?
It's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Again. Where is my offensive line right there?
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious
127. Come on.
Full of defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard
Yeah, I gotta punt it.
line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss.
Where's my offensive line, though?
When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively.
There's your buddy right there.
He's doing all the right things.
Go get him, Bart.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Yeah. I don't know where my offensive line was. Jeez. My offensive line freaking...
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
This might be a passing play right now. Or it could easily be a run.
Look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
The anchor of this secondary is Harrison Smith, who was oddly named an all-pro safety in 2017, but just a Pro Bowl alternate who later did play in the game and had a pick 6. Metrics, they graded him out as the game's top safety in 2017. I call him the fixer. Wherever they need him on defense, they place him. Near the line of scrimmage, back deep, he makes plays.
He makes plays wherever he is.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. The contact.
You gotta hold that ball.
And brings up 4th down.
Dude, you can't let that ball go
I hear
out.
the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he wasn't too
The
far from
contact was
breaking
running the
that
ball with
officially.
his hand.
Give him 15.
But
And the
I
Vikings
expect
will
his
take
legs
over
out
here
for him
1st and
to
10.
get rid of.
And out now come the Vikings. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
I got him his rushing yards.
He did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
There you go, got it to my man.
Him down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Oh,
they can
Morgan.
be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end.
So Rudolph
So now
doesn't even
2nd
have
and
that
10
much
after the
speed to
incompletion
him.
on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. And a hit turned loose. It's incomplete.
Come on, KJ. No, Kendall.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Snickers
Now
satisfies.
with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through.
There we go.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
At least we got points up on the board.
Changes in this game.
That's all that matters.
Anytime you get
Points
to the
going
red
up on the
zone,
board.
if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Just a
and Charles,
one-score
if the season
game.
ended today, and it's not going to. We still have December
Yay,
left.
more football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers.
There we go, everything. Griffin.
Everson Griffin.
They're doing his signature sack dance.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I let them get up there.
First catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
He was open too.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball.
Bars in
running
there.
savvy and toughness. There's a premium for all of that now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I kind of hate the new rule that they got with football nowadays. Like, it feels like they're making the quarterback freaking feel like pussies. Because now you can't even slam a quarterback onto the ground when you're sacking him.
Reception good for 7. It's 3rd
Even
down.
if he has the ball, you can't even do
I
it.
really like the route, the drag, and being
I know they're trying to protect quarterbacks, but still.
for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running
Trying to do
into
my
a
hit
defensive
sticks, but
player in another zone.
call it
they're
a
not
gain of
working.
7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
Ooh,
And he's
Richardson.
going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside
There's
run.
Sendejo
Sets up
back
a very
there, very,
manageable
very-
2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Smith is someplace.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is
Good job,
incomplete.
Xavier.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of
If
a
I
good
stop
half-court
them
defensive
here,
basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown,
then it'll be a
right there,
punt.
Good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't
There we
hang
go,
on to
Smith.
it through
Good
the
job.
contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. But I do admire that he went for it.
And Rudolph has it left
There you go,
side.
Rudolph.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's a 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check
This has been a hard-hitting game. Now this is what the black and blue division is all about.
This weekend. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23.
If I get a touchdown here, I'll have a 2-4 game.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 6-time
Clay
Pro
Matthews.
Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
They were in the top 5
You gotta watch out for that man right there when you play the Packers. You gotta always watch out for Clay Matthews, no matter what.
Strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Come on, Rudolph.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Clement.
That's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe
Come on, Clement.
carrying the ball,
My offensive line is just...
It might change what you do up front, but if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. And
There we go.
has got it.
You gotta give it to that Rudolph. You gotta give it to that tight end.
Kyle Rudolph, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Hey, it kind of feels like freaking the Packer Bear game right now. Because then they were going at halftime. It was 10-0.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Let's see. I would just mute it. I wouldn't even try to get anything done if I was at this point.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So
Let's go into the locker room and get this shit done.
Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory
Black
on
and
the
blue
road.
division all the way today.
27-3, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Redskins. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good battle in the NFC East. The Redskins and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field. In our game, there's a reason why he was so sought after in the offseason. It's Kirk Cousins with a strong first half. His guys lead on the road in Minneapolis as we send you back up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now.
I know if I get a score here, I'll have enough breathing room
on the scoreboard. What was said in that line?
but
That's what I want to know.
when you're against Packers,
because we often have
you
the
don't,
feeling that there's a lot
you
of
don't
shouting,
need,
screaming,
you know,
people
I
upset.
mean,
But typically, halftime
like
locker
if you're
rooms
against
are more
Packers
clinical than that.
and you're
case,
in their
are they
division,
upset that the plays weren't
you gotta
working because
keep
of
your starters in
execution,
all
or
time.
did they
Because
they were just bad
that man
plays?
right there, Aaron
We'll find out
Rodgers,
pretty
he
quickly here
is
if
good
they thought they
enough
had something going, but
to
they just need
bring
to do it
a
little
game
bit
back.
better or
Look what he
not.
did
We'll
last
find
night
out.
against the Bears. He brought the game back. He
Draw play. Rodgers to
don't
Montgomery. And
don't
they will
want to
stop
take
it
anyone
after a fairly
out
minimal pickup.
if you're feeling
Tackle made that
comfortable.
time by Anthony
You always have to
Barr.
stay on alert.
Well, it's tough time to get him
Same when you're
established, but in
playing.
my estimation, they
I
gotta pick
I
up
hate
the
to say this.
urgency.
Same when
They
you're playing
gotta
the
get
freaking
quickly in and out of
Patriots.
the huddle
Tom
and
Brady
run
is
off
a
bunch
good
more
quarterback.
plays.
You don't want to freaking let up when you're
Throwing
attacking.
is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out into the field. A real
There we go, guys. Adam Thielen.
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes it...
There we go.
Touchdown Vikings.
Doing that slant right there.
Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on
A
getting into the game a little bit
game
more, right?
with,
Maybe they
oh
get the
shit,
first
this
score.
might miss.
That doesn't happen.
Oh, it
looks
didn't.
almost
It's a
insurmountable, but
3-point
it's not.
game.
Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
I know freaking last time in the Viking game, Stephon Diggs had a perfect. Kirk Cousins threw a perfect touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. It went straight into his arms in the end zone. It was perfect. It was beautiful. Kirk Cousins is actually playing really well with the Vikings. But Treadwell, this might be his last year with the Vikings. He was a first rounder and he was a bust. If he doesn't do anything this year, he is gonna be a bust. He missed about, I think, 2 catches.
That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man.
He went from 1 for 3 with catches. One and 2 of them were catchable balls.
Because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I think it's funny. Randall Cobb was in the freaking first down, but he decided to run back. It's his fault.
No,
he
for some
didn't do
reason, it
anything.
seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
Down.
Executed well,
Get
and
bent.
he caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring
I think I need to get some
He decided to
gun
run a hitch route. It really helps
going
out a
for
guy who can turn it
Clement.
loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after
I got
catch.
Clement.
But it worked really well.
A big
I
boot
traded
that
for
time,
Clement,
57
so
yards,
I
the
can actually have
official
a running
distance.
back
And the
when
offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Murray and Cooks goes down. But
This is Clement.
oh.
He juked him.
There we go.
5 yards on the carry.
Now
Good
he's down.
pickup on
Now he has
first
to
down.
get 3 more yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run again with Clement. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
There we go.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs.
All right,
but
Clement.
keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
False start, offense.
Come on, guys.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Yeah, you
That's
heard
a
all
tough,
that.
costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working out of the gun, Cousins flushed out right. Open man is Thielen is complete.
There we go, Adam
Get
Thielen.
this one all the way out across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They try to quick hit. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
There we go, Clement.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Clinton Dix.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They have. The Vikings' offensive line has never been that good.
This is the
Maybe
NFL, and it's on EA
years
Sports.
ago, but nowadays, no. Vikings need to try to get a good offensive line. They got a great defensive line.
Welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
That's right, and a
It's the
great
Vikings in
defense.
possession
They
of
need to
football
start working
in
on
the
their
lead. They'll
offense
be looking
even
to
more.
add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
The offense needs
Pass
a lot of
protection
work
has been a
done.
problem all
They got
night
a
long
quarterback,
as they come up
they got
facing
running
second
back,
and a bundle.
they got the receivers, and they got their tight end. But
To throw is Cousins.
the line,
And he's going to go down again.
ooh. But the line, they need to fix that a lot.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old
Yeah.
Ron is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
4th
An
and 1.
incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. On the carry, here's Clement.
No,
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, Oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
He got 29 yards that time.
I know there was I know yesterday in the Viking game, Xavier Rhodes got a pick and he didn't realize the ball was in his arm until like a couple seconds later.
The ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. Still found a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Pack Rats might get a score.
Pick up there a 20 yards.
They might get a score. I know the Ravens-Bills games. Oh my God!
Absolutely great start.
The final score of that game was 47-3. I'm wondering if the Bills mostly scored in the final second.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him.
Because when I was watching the Viking game with my dad, it was the fourth quarter, we saw this Ravens score. It was like 40-0. I'm like, oh shit. When did they get? We all know who's gonna win that game. Then when I later on that day I checked the final score of that game, the Bills came back with only 3 points.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I think if they get a score here, I'm going to have to watch out for a...
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Graham.
I'll have to watch out for like a...
First down yardage
what's it called?
Before he's brought down at
Onside
the 6.
kick.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break.
There's a 2-minute warning.
To finish this one off after this.
Oh man. Oh man, this has been a game on my side.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
I think it's a bit low scored.
For a late touchdown.
It's a bit low
line
scoring.
of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Was it a touchdown?
And the Packers get a score closer.
Not even.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have an onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got a real...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Get the ball, you...
And the Packers pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
What the hell is that guy doing?
I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the
what
game
the hell was that guy doing? He wasn't
Coaches
picking up the ball. He was just fucking kicking it.
Chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run with Clement. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I need to get a first down.
Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I really need a first down.
Throwing here, Cousins. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It is an important third down.
Here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Come on, guys. We gotta stop them. I was doing shit on my offense. I need to do something on my defense.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Terrence,
the thing I don't get is Montgomery
rolls
used to be a receiver. Now he's a running back. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they made that transaction.
The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
I need a stop. I need a big stop. Because all they need is a touchdown in order to win.
Back to throw.
There we go.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I need a stop or a pick. The pick would guarantee me winning. A stop can't guarantee it.
He's back to throw. Sheds off the tackle. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Hail Mary.
Stop it with 13 seconds.
Rodgers can actually get this done. But
they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact
7
there,
seconds.
but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like
7
your mom used to do, you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
there we go.
Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, the perfect season remains intact as they move
Thank
to
God.
11-0 on the year.
For my
And they will
rushing.
hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
Ooh, that's
Meanwhile,
gonna be
for
a good
Green
game.
Bay, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a...
The Patriots came back. They came back and almost won it. Yeah, that would have been bad if they did. It would have been. My perfect season would have been. CJ Ham, you got to upgrade. Good job, bro. Good job. You're moving up in the world. Even though you missed a couple catches yesterday. Still moving up. Good job. I'm proud of you. But week 13 next time. Okay. Well, guys, if you like this, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.